Video. So last night, I don't know about the wind noise, man. I don't know how it's working here. I got the mic way up in a pocket. Close the vent. See how that works. So I got my helmet closed. I got the vent closed, and I'm doing 65 on the parkway, and my foot just slipped off the goddamn shift lever for some reason. Not want to be over here in this left lane. So I found out last night, I was just looking at, I already recorded a video about this, so my damn camera didn't save it. I think it needs at least twice as much space free as you're trying to save the file. Like if you're trying to record if you record a 3 gig file, for instance, it needs 6 or 7 gigs free to record it. I don't know why, it's just how it works, but I have not been able to get anywhere near the filling this thing up. Maybe the battery, especially at high bit rates, 60p high bit rates, 60 frames per second, I mean high bit rates, it's just blowing through the battery. I don't know, not sure, I haven't figured it out yet. So I'm trying now at low bit rate at 60 frames per second. I'm amazed this bike is as stable in this wind with all this cars and stuff. I mean, it's just 9 times out of 10, it's just all over the road. I've been slowly increasing the compression damping, and I backed off the compression in the rear, and I've got the rebound almost all the way, like 2 stops short or 3 stops short of full rebound, and now it's reasonably, stable. Especially on a windy day, really just amazed it's even this stable. The other thing was, I found out, maybe this is playing into it, I found out that the damn radiator was just hanging by a couple of strips of metal. And I was looking at the side fairing on the left side, and I noticed it was rubbing the bottom hose from the radiator. So I said, okay, I'll cut that back a little bit. Now, should it do that normally? No, but it's late. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to get home. I just spent an hour and a half adjusting the headlights, which requires removing the inner fairing pieces. And so I realized that it's rubbing against this corner edge of the inside, like the cutout of the left fairing. So I pull off the bolt holding the fairing on the 4 bolts, which are hex bolts, by the way, a pain in the ass, little tiny hex bolts, easy to round them out, and sure enough, the radiator is swinging by like a strap of metal. It's like one of those, half-inch wide straps by like an 1/8 inch thick tie strips of metal, essentially, with the holes drilled in it. On one side, on the right side. The left side is just completely free. I see a mounting bar. It looks like somebody jury-rigged in there, and it's attached to the bottom left corner, but it's not attached to the rest of the bike. So I'm like pulling off these. I'm trying to find a bolt on the bike that I can take off and it fits reasonably well. The mounting point, which is fairly obvious to see in the cylinder head. And the only one that fits it, of course, is the fairing bolt. All right, look at this guy. Now let's see what kind of game he's going to play. See, the thing is, I don't think people realize this shit. I can make it do that. I'm just waiting for him to stop dicking around and stop behind that car so he can't, let's see what he does. So I think we're an asshole here in the first order. See how he's pulling over to the left? He's back over to the right a little bit. Come on, go on up to the car and stop. You want to. There you go, good boy. Pull over to the right a little bit. So the thing is, man, shit, I can't believe this. I'm already late, and I'm having to negotiate this bullshit traffic. And there's a cop right here, of course. So now we're not doing anything resembling cutting, unless we go over here to the right. Hopefully don't get hit here. That worked out really well. So I lost the cop, ideally. He's not going to be able to follow me up in here now. Oh, he's unless he throws his siren on. And let's see what we got here. See, we can do this perfectly legally. We have an a-hole above us, or two. There you go. No signals on the van at all, on the trailer. What's up, dude? Of course, you know, not worth fucking with that. All I care about is that we're gonna get up here and try not to get killed. Ah, cutting is so much fun. Somebody's pulled out here to the left, which I'm still waiting for that day. Somebody pulls over in front of me. I had a guy almost, he pulled over slowly enough I could catch him. All right, here we go. Almost there. We pass this one D bag. Should be good to go. Oh, he's got some official monkey bars, man. Those are monkey bars. All right. So one of the reasons I think it's handled a little bit better is today is I think I had the radiator somewhat tied down. But man, the radiator hoses were rubbing against shit. The oil hoses were rubbing against shit. It was just a disaster. So it wasn't happening. I mean, it was the bottom hose. There's a hose coming under the radiator, and a mount that was supposed to keep it up tied to the radiator, and it was rubbing against the top of the oil filter. I guess the front of the oil filter, I should say. So it's kind of wacky, man. There's nobody behind me. There's like a 1,600 mile space behind me right now. So anyway, wow, that's impressive. Somebody's really clogging up the road today. So anyway, whoo-wee. I'm actually coming around here pretty slow. I usually come over a little bit faster than this. At a brisk 50, just under 50 miles an hour around that turn. I guess she's going off. So I usually take these turns very, well, at least, you know, for a motorcycle, a sport bike rider, conservatively. I've seen Can-Ams go whipping past me on the inside there. And I know, you know, I'm not like the world's best corner jockey. So for me, I'm just happy just getting around in one piece. Especially on this piece of shit bike, which really just does not want a corner. But a corner's all right for me. I'm just so happy I got the suspension reasonably well dialed in. I mean, this is just, it handles much better. I won't say you know, a lot better, but much better than it did before. Like usually this stuff would make me blind. Just I can actually sit down, enjoy the ride. Oh, look at those rain clouds. I wonder if it's going to rain tonight. That's not good. I don't mind if it rains like at 4 o'clock, because by then I'm going to work. I just need a couple hours when I need to ride where it doesn't rain, the road's not soaked. That looks pretty bad. Ugh. Oh God, this thing is such a fucking pig the way it sits. I'm tempted to rent a Gixxer again just to compare the two. Just to compare the two, just to see where my head is. I'm gonna rent that R1 because R1 was handling perfectly. Just to see what the fuck is going on with this bike, you know. The problem with the R1 is the riding position is so aggressive that it's not a realistic comparison. I'm talking about the Chatsworth rental now. The Gixxer is much more upright than the R1. Literally, the R1, you're on your hands and feet the whole time. And it's just really, really forward. But it does ride. I think that one's only been down once. It does ride pretty well. The Gixxer's, I mean, none of them, I think neither one of their sport bikes are perfect in the way they handle, but they're better than this. The other problem is the shocks are springs are much stiffer. I love it, the fact that people are giving me all this space. 9 times out of 10, they don't give me all this space. People right up on my ass and shit like that, which is one of the wonderful things about having a camera. Suddenly, when on video, suddenly people act like they have sense, honestly. The thing about here is you come around here and see these pros, most of them are either hill rats or lawyers. Very few of them government wonks. There's some here, there's some law enforcement people. And obviously there's the homeless right here at the Mitch Snyder Center for Homelessness. Advanced homelessness, I should say. Oops, sorry man. Damn. Ah, wrong bus. I was thinking it was a second gear start, and it wasn't. It's the way it came off the line, it was like, argh. Anyway, there's this girl up here, just sitting there stooping. She's stooping at 3:30. She's up there sitting on the stoop. The mad U-turners. Let's see what's going on down here. Well, obviously we're gonna have to edit this part of the video. Can't have all of this on the video.